And you got to really wash it, see it. And a lot of times you can wash the shit out of it and it's still not there, so that's the way it is. But it comes to this.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side. It makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow.
Righto, Winton, we're on our way out to Opalton. We have filled up water here at the water fill point many times over the years and never had a problem. Never had a problem. It's perfectly fine. It is bore water, but as far as for, it says drinking water, but we really use it for our showers. And then if you want to filter in and filter out into your drinking tank or for your drinking, that'd be the way to go. Jasper and Katie are in the car. The weather has started to heat up again. So heading out there, 35-degree day out in Opalton. Should be good.
Big, fat, chunky rocks. No offense, rocks, but we need you for a fire. These rocks are awesome because they already know what a fire is and they've been used in a fire, so that's awesome. Hi, Lucas! Whoa, that's really good.
Hello, sunset. How good is this? I don't even know where we were. I think we were between Boulia and Winton somewhere. We pulled over on the side of the road for the kids to do a bathroom stop, and Paulie saw bags of firewood out the front of a station property, so he grabbed a couple. But I have to give him a shout out because awesome. They were super cheap. And check this out. They even come with pre-cut newspaper so that you can have your fire starters in there as well. So thanks, team. That's awesome. So if you want a really good bag of firewood, just get out there somewhere between Boulia and Winton. Can't remember exactly where it was. We've done some Ks in the last week. And grab one of these bags. There you go, I've included a little bit of a tip for Glenn. Now,
We can say that this is one of our favourite outback experiences as far as a really genuine bush camp. It is Opalton, and out here it's $2.50 per person per night. They work on the honesty system. That does include hot showers. There's also a fly screened camp kitchen, fairly basic as you'd expect. And then there's these different huts, and if they're free and available, you can use those if you're out here self-drive just in the swag. But then there's this massive open area out on the airstrip right alongside what was the bustling township. Back there, 1894, they started mining opals here, and it had an avalanche of people, over 600 people, called Opalton Town. And look, really that only lasted for about 7 years, and of course with the shortage of water and a drought that was never ending at the turn of that century, it just decimated the population. There was only about 35 people left here by 1902. So you could imagine how brave those people were to stay here out really in the middle of outback Queensland, no water, still hoping to strike their riches by finding some opal. Now, the opal has been continued to mine here for an incredible 130 years, and people are still finding their fortune out here. But some seem to be luckier than others. The one real highlight out here for us was heading out on the tour. You've got to be an early riser. It kicks off at 7 a.m. It's a free tag-along with Glenn, an old-timer who's been mining out here forever. And as he says, you can't always judge a book by its cover, but in his case, he said, in fact, you can. I'm a poor old miner. We loved his humour. We loved his commentary. It was just enough. He stopped at about 6 different spots, and then he shows you where exactly is the real hidden gems, literally, where you can fossick for these prized possessions of the Boulder opal.
You got to really watch it, see it, and a lot of times you can watch the shit out of it and it's still not there, so that's the way it is.
Of course, it is Australia's national gemstone, and it's a pretty special thing when you're able to find some. He even supplies the gear for you, and as I said, it is free. It's hard to believe, but it's something that he provides. He does have some of his own gemstones, some leather items that you can purchase off him if you want to show your support, but otherwise, all in all, a couple of hours, easy drive out here. Although it's a dirt road, we found it very safe, and fortunately for us, it had just been graded, so it was quite enjoyable to come out here 2 hours out of Winton in one of the quietest, darkest locations on earth. Awesome. Hi. Hi. Jasper. Look. You're right, I won't hurt you. Guess where we are?
Yeah, can you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this has been one of the places that we have pulled up to many times, but just because we've been rushing to get home to see the folks and the family there in southeast Queensland, we thought, oh, we'll come back. Well, we're finally back. So good. We are going to the Qantas Founders Museum. It's a story since 1920, so a lot of rich history here and something very special. We're going to do a wing walk. Well, I say where. Unfortunately, Jasper's a little bit young still, even though he just turned 8. Look at him. But one of us, Katie or I, are going to go. We're going to actually rock off. So maybe leave us a comment who you think's going to win. Here we go. I got this. The Qantas Founders Museum. Wow, this truly was one of those experiences that I think you have to put on your list, on your bucket list. If you were coming through Longreach, loved it.
Oh, absolutely. And we were so fortunate to be shown around by John, who's known as the Qantas Guru. Yes, and he was actually.
He was.
And also Sarah, who is the museum's senior curator. And we feel very fortunate to have such passionate, knowledgeable people, but that really added to our experiences. And look, there are so many different tour options that they offer. So our suggestion would be, find more time than you think you have available.
Yes.
And then pick the tour that suits you, your family best, because you don't want to miss out.
Exactly. And even if you think you're going there for 4 hours, gee, that's going to be too long. Not at all. You will love it. And even for the kids, the younger ones, plenty of interaction on all of the tours. And the content, I think, is amazing. You will be blown away with the history of Qantas and also the people behind it. So the true Aussie spirit coming through. Now, we started with the 747-200 tour straight up to the flight deck.
Welcome aboard. Economy's down that way, business class is this way. Let's head up forward.
Thank you.
Now, there were 4 pilots on the plane. 2 were flying, 2 were resting. Every 5.5 hours maximum, they would swap over. The 2 resting pilots had beds and a whole bedroom just to themselves.
Wow.
So, sir, we're going to be captaining. Here's your captain seat up over here. So, hop on in. Where's your first officer?
Oh, here I am. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you can fly the plane for a bit.
Huh.
Push it forward, pull it back, left and right. And you see the other person's doing the same thing. They can't do something different to you.
Try it.
Right? And same with the pedals.
Jasper got to fly the plane. What an experience for all of us, but especially for him.
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, even just standing beside this plane, I mean, it is, in Jasper's words, ginormous. I don't even know if that's a real word, but it was a thrill to be out there in the air park and then to be able to get inside the plane. And John toured us through the different areas, business class. We even, yes, got to go up to the Captain Cook Lounge up there in first class and experience what it would have been like flying back in the day when this plane was in the air. And then to get up to the flight deck, see all the switches and the buttons and get talked through how the plane operates.
It's incredible. I still can't get over the fact that they can get this giant beast of a plane airborne. Amazing. And what's special now is that they've discontinued using the 747s. So a really special and important part of Australia's history. And Qantas, in fact, were the very first airline to not only have a Boeing 747, but also they introduced business class.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. Thank you, Qantas.
Yes. Now, the real highlight for me was the wing walk. Wow.
And you just step into it just like you would a pair of pants as you climb in, as you go. That's right. Yep. And now move.
Looking good, Daddy.
A little bit of weekend wear. There we go. And that we do, and we'll get you out on the wing.
Awesome.
As we go.
Now there is an age limit. You do need to be 12 or over to be able to do the wing walk. So Jasper's got a few years ahead of him before he can get out there.
I'll take this young fella over here. I don't want to go for a walk. Jump him on a wing. What do you
get there,
reckon?
mate. Jasper just had his 8th birthday on Friday, so you're a few years off, mate.
Yeah. This is a bit of delayed gratification. Give us a couple of years, you can come back and do this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Obviously, you can tell who won the rock off. Yes. This is exciting. Thank you so much, John.
You're very welcome.
This is awesome.
So we are going to, before we go down the steps here, we are going to clip on. The first step's a little bit big. The second one's pretty normal. Third one's pretty short because you're actually on the wing then.
Okay.
As we do now, forwards or backwards, whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of people do tend facing in this way because it's more normal coming down the steps that way.
Okay.
Now I'll clip you on if you like, just to make sure it's nicely done. Nice and safely there.
There we go.
Down and down, and there we are. Back again. Welcome to the wing.
So good.
And a lot of people, they see it, but they don't really notice it. But when you're on the wing like this, you really feel the angle.
You do, yes.
Definite slope to the wing as you go. So come on out. Now the wing's about 25 metres long.
Okay.
12 metres at the fuselage.
Well, I have to say though, it was pretty awesome for Jasper and I to be down in the air park looking up at you out there on the wing and getting that perspective as well.
It's incredible. I mean, where else would you get to do that? All right, after that, we did get to check out the other planes that are also part of the rich Qantas story. And then it was back over to the main Founders Museum. We grabbed a coffee. They do have some light bites and some good cheesecake there if you want to try something sweet. Jasper had a hot chocolate. So good. All right, from there we entered into the museum, but that was via their art gallery space for a travelling exhibition from famous Japanese artist Yayoi Kusama.
Yes, the spirits of the pumpkins descended into the heavens. We weren't really sure what we were in for,
No.
but Jasper absolutely loved this exhibit. Me, not so much. It actually made me feel a little bit funny in my head, just the way it had been displayed, but pretty cool.
Very different.
There's so many pumpkins. That's crazy. I'm weird. I've been lost. I've got lost. Mum, come on, just try it. Come over here. It's really cool. There's so many me's and pumpkins everywhere. Come on, try it.
From there, it was into the main exhibition hall for really the highlight of this experience, to see the complete history of Qantas, from their uniforms that they've worn over the decades to the different planes. And this is where the real interactive parts for the kids came in, and the big kids, where you get to experience the flight simulations of the different planes.
This is your captain speaking. Whoa, I'm flying.
What's so good about the museum entry is that it also includes entry into the heritage listed Qantas Longreach hangar, which you absolutely cannot miss. I mean, this is an incredible piece of history. This is where it all began.
Yeah, this truly was a remarkable space. I think they've done it so well. There's another theaterette there. There is the main theatre, which we should mention as well, back in the main exhibition hall, which I think perfectly tells the story in a very short video of Qantas, so don't miss that. But lots of photo opportunities for everyone. And look, we will be coming back actually to the Qantas Founders Museum tonight for the luminescent Longreach Light and Sound show, as they have a 25-minute show that is projected up onto the 747 as a backdrop. I think this is going to be amazing. 206,000 litres.
Just over 10,000 K, so it's about
Okay.
20 litres for every K.
Okay, there you go. And I'm getting 22.5 litres per 100k and it's 79. So
Not moving quite as quick though.
no, that's
No.
right. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails.